And good morning and welcome
Good morning.
once again to Amped Up. I am Kyle Morris. This is Mark Neglio, and this is your IPI Distributors Amped Up NetCast episode 3. It is Monday. It is July 18th at it's right now, it's about 9 o'clock Eastern time, our time.
Absolutely. And I'm amped up from a great weekend. I got to spend the weekend with my sister.
Well, that's cool.
And that's what network marketing does. It allows you to, supplemental income, right? You got some
Right.
extra money. I wanted to go see my sister. And
Down in Maryland, right?
Down in Maryland, took my boys down there. So
Hi, Fran.
great weekend. Hey, Fran, how you doing?
All right, so we're going to start off with our Back to the Basics episode. Mark, you're going to walk us through one of the most important things, and that's really defining the skill set of what a rep needs. What does a rep need to be successful in this business?
Yeah, and Kyle, and this weekend, we touched base, and you and I talked about this last night, is that, some of the people coming into the business think, do I need to be an electrical engineer to do network marketing for Ampergy? The answer is no. You don't have to be an electrical engineer, although they're great prospects to go out there and talk to people about. But guys, you come in, it's network marketing, supplemental income. It's a fantastic time in your life to take a product that everybody uses.
Do you mean an electrician or like an actual guy drawing on CAD drawing?
Well, it's amazing. You don't have to do that. I mean, they're talking about people like they actually work for the electric company or an electrician. I mean, electricians are great prospects, but for yourself, we don't need to be skill set in that nature.
My phone's going off.
What we need to do is educate people about deregulation of energy. And guys, guess what? In the AMP zone, there's some tutorials back there, and there's also some training videos that you can go and educate yourself enough to go and talk about the basics of what deregulation of energy is. And when Kyle decides to answer his phone, he's going to come back here and touch base on what actually deregulation is. But I'm going to start off by saying
that's all right. I'm back.
It's a choice. And I don't want to take his thunder, but it's a choice. So, Kyle, go over the basics of deregulation.
Yeah, actually, it was your phone that was going off.
Oh, thanks.
I shut it off for you, so an hour from now, you're like, why is my phone ringing?
Awesome. And you know what? This is more important than my phone right now.
All right, so here's the thing. We're going through an explanation of deregulation. So how it used to work was real simple. You had the power generation plants, right? You had the utility company, and then you had the customers. And there was 3 ways, right? The energy was generated, it was sold to the utility company, and then the utility company marked it up, sold it to the customers. Okay, now what happens is we've had a deregulated market created. Okay, what that means is the government said, well, okay, utility company, you can't go in there and sell them both the delivery charge and the supply, meaning the wires down your streets and the delivery to your home and all that part of the business, as well as the actual supply of the electrons. So real simple, what they did was they said you need to allow one of these parts of the market to be deregulated, meaning competition.
So what you're saying is I have a choice.
Right, so you have a choice.
Consumer, I have a choice.
Right, so now as a consumer, you can pick who supplies the electrons to your house.
Right.
The utility company stays the same. Nothing changes in your billing. Nothing changes, in your service. If the power goes out, you still call your local utility and yell at them. Right, it's still all the same.
And that's what I do with my property up in Bensalem.
Right.
I mean, in Bethlehem, the property up in Bethlehem, we changed over to Spark Energy.
That's right.
Everything was the same. I got my bill from PP&L, paid the bill. It said delivered, from supply from Spark Energy.
Right.
And guess what, guys? I saved.
Well, that's what happens. What happens when you have competition? People drive the price lower, right? When there's less of a market share, you have to get a little cheaper to beat out the competition, and then you go a little lower, and what happens? The consumer wins,
and
right?
The change was painless. I mean, 5 minutes, not even. We put the information in. It changed over. I got a nice letter from Spark thanking us for coming over. I got a letter from PP&L acknowledging that, hey, Spark's going to be the new supplier. We got the new rate. The lights didn't flicker. Everything worked great.
You told them.
Everything worked great.
How many times you can tell them about
the letter? I want them to get it. You need to understand about deregulation.
You think they're stupid? They don't get the letter?
I don't know about that, but they got the letter. Go ahead.
All right, so now we got to move on, okay? So now, Mark, you have some people that you'd like to say a special thanks to and welcome to the team.
Well, you know what? I mentioned it on Friday about working over the weekend, and Derek Johnson did just that. He gave me a call on Sunday. He had some prospects. Awesome job, Derek. He's taking it seriously. Great team leader. And that's from the Paul Moore team, by the way, in the East Brunswick area.
Paul.
Absolutely.
Derek.
Hats off to Derek Johnson. Derek, anytime you need to get on that call, we hope that prospect comes in this weekend. Also, Chrissy Matthews, put in our new team member, Mike Maloney. Mike Maloney joined the crowd. He's working on an awesome project. We spoke that last week with Todd. So great job, Michael, and welcome to the team. Let's go tips of the day.
All right, tip of the day, real quick one. This is an important one.
I think so.
We a lot of times, how many times I get somebody in the business when they had somebody from a competitor or another company go and say, "Oh yeah, I just had so and so tell me about that," and
Well, it just happened with your cousin.
right, yeah. Well, they heard all about it, right? They're ready to come into the business, right? And then the person never calls them back. They never hear from them again. I was actually guilty of this myself. I had a friend of mine in Texas who called me up and said, "Hey man, what's going on? How you doing?" And I told him about the business. He goes, "Oh, that's awesome. Let me know."
Thank God I had to beat him over the head, and you know what? Here we are making this NetCast.
Right. So what happened was on Facebook, he saw me post this NetCast, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you were supposed to tell me about that." And I completely forgot. I never retouched my prospect. Important, guys. Make sure after you call them and you let them sit on it for a few days or for a week or whatever it is, you call them back. And if they tell you, "You know what, Kyle, you're a jerk. I don't think I want to be in business with you," then maybe that's not the right person for you. But in this opportunity, and Mark, I'll let you talk in a second. He always tries
Thanks
to
a lot. I appreciate it, Kyle.
Always make sure that you give them a call back, because you'd be surprised how many times that you're going to find somebody ready to come in and they're just waiting for you to call them back. The worst feeling in the world is if you call them back a month later and they're like, "Hey man, I was ready to come in, but I never heard from you again, and I joined up with somebody else." You don't want to hear that happen.
Well, that's what happens with network marketing. I mean, obviously, the deregulation of energy, what's going on out there, the opportunities in the electric business right now to go out and make a supplemental income, it's getting a lot of notoriety. So people out there are starting to realize that you can make some extra money in this business. So retouch that base, go out there, call them, and get them on three-way calls and try to get them to a meeting. It's that simple.
Speaking of meetings, we got to go. We got to move. We're in 6.5 minutes.
Let's go.
Real quick, here we go. Meetings. Again, this Wednesday, huge meeting. Alex Demon, Paul Moore, East Brunswick, New Jersey, Holiday Inn and Express starts at 7:30, 8:30. Great meeting. We're going to have Bobby D down there. I'll be down there. Mark will be down there. Any questions you need to have asked, have any new prospects on the fence, get them down there. We'll close them. We'll be doing that meeting the following Wednesday as well. And I heard whispers that a certain young lady from Kentucky is going to be joining us, and she might even be in Staten Island the next day. So this Wednesday at East Brunswick, the following Wednesday in East Brunswick, and
Thursday at Staten Island.
Thursday in Staten Island.
So look out for that meeting. We'll post it on this Friday's NetCast.
There's a whole bunch of other meetings. There's also meetings going on in Clifton, New Jersey, at the Pro Learning Center, which is 730 Broad Street, second floor. Tomas Meller.
EC&G territory, guys. Let's go. Get to these meetings.
And then one last mention, West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay, at the airport, Hilton Airport Hotel, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. this
Commercial
Wednesday.
energy, guys. Commercial energy. Get your prospects in West Palm.
All right, and that's it. Actually, scratch that West Palm meeting. It looks like that was from last week.
Well, listen, commercial energy is live and well in California and in Florida. Get with your upline. Make sure you find out what do you have to do to promote commercial energy. Get with all your prospects right now. Have a great week. Prosperous. We'll talk to you back on Friday. Take care, guys.
All right, bye-bye.